Have you ever wondered why some people have more money than you? Is it because they're smarter? Do they know something you don't? Or maybe you feel like the world is just unfair. Some people are destined to be wealthy while others struggle. But what if I told you there are 5 universal laws of money that, if you apply today, will guarantee you make more money in the next 12 months? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's actually not, because these laws have stood the test of time and have been passed down by the greatest minds in history. So get ready, because what you're about to learn could completely transform your financial situation. But I must warn you, these laws only work if you take them to heart and actually apply them. Grab a pen, take notes, and let's dive right in. Law number 1: to get what you want, you have to deserve what you want. If you wanted to compete in the Olympics, you wouldn't just show up and demand a spot on the team. First, you'd need to win your local competition. Then you'd move on to regionals, then nationals. And only after proving yourself at every level would you earn the right to represent your country. Money works the same way. No one is going to hand you a 6-figure salary or $1 million business just because you want it. You need to prove through skill, discipline, and results that you deserve it. Take Elon Musk, for example. He didn't just wake up one day and decide to build Tesla and SpaceX. Before that, he co-founded Zip2 and later PayPal, which he sold for millions of dollars. He proved himself at every level, which allowed him to take on even bigger challenges. Think of it like this. Say you want to buy a $300,000 Lamborghini. And let's say I offer you $250 every time you sell something for me. Well, to make $300,000, you'd need to sell 1,200 times. So here's the real question. Can you sell something once? If the answer is no, then your first job isn't to dream about a Lamborghini. It's to figure out what you can sell, who will pay you, and how to make that first sale. And then you repeat the process. And if you're smart, you find a way to scale it so that the money comes in while you sleep. Remember, the easiest way to get what you want is to deserve what you want. Law number 2: be of service to others. Let me ask you this. What is your contribution to society? What do you create? What value do you provide? If the answer is nothing, well, then it's no wonder you have money problems. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage, not as a billionaire, but as a guy trying to make book buying easier. His focus was on serving customers better than anyone else. And look where that got him. Imagine you wake up tomorrow in the middle of nowhere. No phone, no money, just the clothes on your back. After hours of walking, you stumble upon a small village of just 150 people. This is your only chance at survival. You knock on doors asking for food and water, but no one knows you. And frankly, no one cares. So they just send you away. Then, out of desperation, you ask one more family. Is there anything I can do to help, you ask? Turns out they need to carry some heavy bags of grain from their neighbor's house. You agree to help. So you lift, you sweat, and you work. And when you're done, the family is so grateful that they offer you food and water. And that's how money works. No one owes you anything. If you want to receive, you must first give. Want to make more money? Well, find more ways to help more people. Law number 3: spend less than you make. I know it sounds obvious, but if it's so obvious, why is your bank account so empty? Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958. He understands that wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about keeping more than you spend. Maybe it's because every time you get paid, you just spend it all. You pay your rent, your car, your groceries, your subscriptions, and by the time you're done, there's nothing left. And that's the problem. You've paid everyone else except for yourself. Here's the truth. If you don't learn to save when you have a little, you won't save when you have a lot. I don't care if it's 10, 5, or even just 1%. Start paying yourself first. Every paycheck, every time you make money. If you don't start now, you will never build wealth. Take control, pay yourself first, build the habits. Law number 4: sharpen your mind. You see, Billionaires don't work 1,000 times harder than you, but you know what they do? They think 1,000 times smarter. Mark Cuban reads 3 hours a day. Bill Gates takes reading vacations, and Warren Buffett spends 80% of his time reading and thinking. The game of wealth isn't about grinding harder. It's about outthinking everyone else. Now, imagine two people. One flips burgers at McDonald's for $10 an hour. The other one makes YouTube videos that generate $200 in their sleep. The second person isn't working harder. They just understand money differently. And that's the key. Your income is a direct reflection of your knowledge. If you knew exactly how to make $1 billion, you'd be doing it already, right? But you don't, which means the only way to level up your income is to level up your thinking. Study successful people. Listen very carefully. Be very picky about who you take advice from, because who you learn from is who you become. Warren Buffett said it best: the more you learn, the more you earn. Law number 5, $1 equals $15. The power of compound interest. Most people think spending $1 is just spending $1. But what if I told you every $1 you spend today is actually costing you $15? Let me explain. If you invest $1 in an S&P 500 index fund and leave it there for 40 years, historical data shows it would grow to around $15 due to compound interest. Now think about that in real world terms. That $5 coffee isn't really $5, it's $75 in future money. That $50 dinner is actually $750. That $1,000 vacation, you just gave up $15,000 in potential wealth. This is why the wealthy prioritize investing over spending. They understand that every dollar today has the power to multiply in the future. Warren Buffett calls compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. He turned a small paper route business into billions by letting his money grow over time instead of wasting it on unnecessary luxuries. So, next time before you pull out your wallet, ask yourself, do I want this now, or do I want 15 times more later? The choice is yours.